Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of today's GK. Let's begin with previous day's practice question. Question was, World Animal Day is observed every year on 4th October. The theme of this year, that is 2023, is Great or Small, Love Them All, Shared Planet, Forest and Livelihoods, Sustaining People and Planet, or Man and Dog. The correct answer is option A, Great or Small, Love Them All. World Animal Day, also known as World Animal Welfare Day, is a global initiative celebrated annually on October 4th. This day serves as an international day of action advocating for the rights and welfare of animals. The choice of this date coincides with the feast day of Francis of Assisi, the patron saint of animals. The theme for World Animal Day 2023 is Great or Small, Love Them All. It emphasizes the importance of acknowledging animals as sentient beings. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Majority of the answers in the comment section were correct. Keep answering like this. Now let's begin today's session. First question is, recently seen in the news, the Rala Mandal Wildlife Sanctuary is located in which of the following states of India? Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Rajasthan, or Madhya Pradesh? The correct answer is option D, Madhya Pradesh. Recently, 2 rare species of butterflies have been found during a survey conducted by the Forest Department in the Rala Mandal Wildlife Sanctuary. It is located in the Indore district of Madhya Pradesh. Earlier, it was used as the hunting ground for the royal family members of Holkars. It was established in 1989 and it is spread over an area of 5 square kilometers. The Narmada River flows through the sanctuary and it is famous for its many avifauna species, most of which migrate here during the winter season. Therefore, option D is the correct answer. Next question is, consider the following statements regarding the term attosecond recently seen in the news. 1. It is equal to 1 billionth of a nanosecond. 2. It is short pulses generated on a time scale. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. That is, both the statements are correct. Recently, the Nobel Prize in Physics for 2023 has been awarded to 3 physicists for their research into attosecond pulses of light. An attosecond is an astonishingly short unit of time equivalent to 1 quintillionth of a second or 1 billionth of a nanosecond. Hence, statement 1 is correct. To put this into perspective, if a second were stretched to cover the entire age of the universe, which is approximately 13.8 billion years, an attosecond would be just a fraction of a second. Attosecond physics allows scientists to look at the very smallest particles at the very shortest time scales. The short pulses are generated on a time scale that is known as an attosecond. Hence, statement 2 is also correct. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Next question is, sometimes seen in the news, what is the IUCN status of swamp deer or Rucivorus duvaucelli? Vulnerable, critically endangered, threatened, or least concern? The correct answer is option A, vulnerable. Recently, the Manas National Park and Tiger Reserve has announced that the population of swamp deer at the park has witnessed a rise. The swamp deer, also called Barasingha, is a deer species distributed in the Indian subcontinent. It belongs to the family Cervidae, found in open forest and grasslands of India and Nepal. It mainly eats wetland plants and herbaceous plants which are common in this deer's natural habitat. The IUCN status of the swamp deer is vulnerable. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Next question is, consider the following statements regarding International Coral Reef Initiative. 1. It was launched in 1995. 2. India is not a member country. 3. Its decisions are non-binding on its members. How many of the statements above is or are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3, or none? The correct answer is option A, only 1. Recently, the International Coral Reef Initiative said it would secure public and private investment to help conserve and restore coral ecosystems. It was launched in 1994 by Australia, France, Japan, Jamaica, the Philippines, Sweden, Britain, and the United States. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. Its members now include 45 countries that represent 3/4 of the world's coral reefs. India is also a member country of this initiative. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. Its decisions are not binding on its members. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Next question is, consider the following statements regarding the United Nations Convention Against Transnational Organized Crime. 1. It was established by the United Nations in 2000. 2. India is a signatory. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Recently, the Union Minister of State for Home Affairs participated in the 2-day UN Convention Against Transnational Organized Crime Ministerial Conference at Palermo in Italy. It is a multinational treaty against transnational organized crime that was established by the United Nations in 2000. Hence, statement 1 is correct. It is often known as the Palermo Convention. It has a total of 147 signatories and 190 parties to the convention. India signed the convention and its 3 protocols on December 12, 2002. In India, the Central Bureau of Investigation, or CBI, is the nodal agency for all dealings with the convention. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Next question is, consider the following statements regarding the Basohli Pashmina recently seen in the news. 1. It is an old traditional craft from Kulgam district of Jammu and Kashmir. 2. It is a hand-spun product. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option B, 2 only. Recently, the famous Basohli Pashmina, a more than 100-year-old traditional craft, has got Geographical Indication Tag, that is GI tag. This traditional craft belongs to the Kathua district of Jammu and Kashmir. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. It is a hand-spun product known for extreme softness, fineness, and lightweight, has insulating properties and extended life. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Pashmina products include shawls for both men and women, mufflers, blankets, and basket. Earlier this year, the famed Basohli painting and chicory wood from Rajouri, district of Jammu division, received the GI tag. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. Next question is, recently seen in the news, the exercise Sampriti is held between India and Bangladesh, India and Myanmar, India and Sri Lanka, or India and Afghanistan. The correct answer is option A, India and Bangladesh. Recently, India and Bangladesh commenced the 11th edition of exercise Sampriti on 3rd October in Umroi, Meghalaya. It is an annual joint military exercise between India and Bangladesh. It was started in Jorhat, Assam in 2009. The exercise has witnessed 10 successful editions till 2022. Sampriti 11, scheduled for 14 days, will engage approximately 350 personnel from both sides. The exercise underscores the importance of enhancing interoperability between the two armies, sharing tactical drills, and promoting best practices. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Next question is, consider the following statements regarding the Paleolithic period. 1. The choppers and scrapers were used as tools during this period. 2. There are evidences that suggest the use of fire. Which of the statements above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Recently, more than 100 Paleolithic cave paintings and engravings have been recently identified by archaeologists at the Cova Don site on the eastern Iberian coast in Spain. It was the period ranging from 2.6 million years ago to 10,000 years ago. Choppers and scrapers are the two major types of stone tools used during the lower Paleolithic period. Hence, statement 1 is correct. Neanderthal remains with evidence of fire use are frequently discovered in caves. Hence, statement 2 is also correct. The development of any form of spiritual or religious belief in human evolution started during the Paleolithic age. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Next question is, consider the following statements regarding the PM Swanidhi scheme. 1. It is a central sector scheme. 2. It comes under the purview of Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. 3. It incentivizes digital transactions by the street. How many of the statements given above is or are correct? Only one, only two, all three, or none? The correct answer is option C, all three. Recently, the Prime Minister Street Vendors Atmanirbhar Nidhi or PM Swanidhi scheme has achieved a momentous milestone by extending its support to more than 50 lakh street vendors across the nation. It is a central sector scheme that is fully funded by the central sector scheme. Hence, statement 1 is correct. It comes under the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Hence, statement 2 is correct. The scheme is available to all street vendors engaged in vending in urban areas. The scheme incentivizes digital transactions by the street vendors through monthly cashback. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Last question is, what is the IUCN status of greater sand plover sometimes seen in the news? Vulnerable, endangered, extinct in the wild, or least concern? The correct answer is option D, least concern. Recently, a greater sand plover that normally prefers sea shores has been spotted in an urban tank in Coimbatore. It is known for long distance migration. It is a medium-sized plover with a long, hefty bill. It breeds in high elevation areas where it favors arid, open habitats, sometimes near water. Winters on coastal mud flats and estuaries. The IUCN status of this bird is least concern. Therefore, option D is the correct answer. Now it's time for the practice question. On which of the following the National Dolphin Day is celebrated? 5th October, 4th October, 3rd October, or 6th October? Send the answer of this question in the comment section. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching.